Hello, I'm Tom Amon. I'm the chair of Warner's Class Action Defense Group, and today I'm going to talk about class action litigation, the trends we're seeing in Michigan and across the country, and as a business owner, what you should be on the lookout for. So why class action lawsuits? Well, you need to pay attention to them because they pose a unique risk to your organization. A class action is when a plaintiff is filing a lawsuit not only on their own behalf, but on behalf of a whole class of plaintiffs that they want to represent to assert damages against you, potentially seek injunctive relief as well. So these cases are usually broader in scope, they present higher costs to an organization, and they threaten to disrupt your organization. At Warner, we track class action activity across Michigan and across the nation as well. And the reason we do that is to spot trends. And so today I'm going to talk about 3 different areas where we expect to see class action lawsuits on the rise. And in many instances, we've already seen increased filings in these areas. So in the labor and employment space, we're seeing regulators being increasingly aggressive. And so we expect these claims to be on the rise. They can range from anything from wage and hour claims to discrimination to workplace safety as well. This is an area to be on the watch for if you employ a significant number of individuals. We make a lot of things in Michigan and we make a lot of consumer products. One area where we think there's going to be more class action activity is in consumer products, specifically consumer fraud claims. These can range from breach of warranty type claims to product recalls to deceptive advertising and marketing. So the last area is probably the area where we're seeing the most activity in Michigan, and that is invasion of privacy and data breach. So there's 2 different kinds of class actions that we're seeing very frequent filings on. The first is based on a company's practices. So the first one is you are selling my personal information without my permission. You are giving it to third parties without my permission. It's one of the company's practices. The second area is data breach. So the company has had a data breach from third-party actors. The company is a victim in this situation, but then it's followed by a class action accusing the company of having insufficient security practices or otherwise being negligent in causing the data breach. So there are many events which can consume your organization. They're high-profile, high-risk events, something big has happened. But while you're dealing with that, you should anticipate class actions. And I'm going to talk about a couple in particular. First, data breaches. I just talked about how these are trending. If you've had a data breach, if you've sent notices, if you're posting notices on your website, you should anticipate that you are going to get hit with a class action lawsuit. And it's always good to prepare for these in advance. And in a similar vein, if you've had an event that impacts a large number of people, for example, you have a product recall, you have a quality spill, a quality issue, anything like that, you should be thinking in the back of your mind, is this impacting enough people where we could be at risk for a class action? And last but not least is high-profile events. A good recent example is the railroad derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. There was a large fire, a plume of smoke, and within days, after extensive media attention, there were multiple class actions on file. If your organization is calling up a PR firm because of extensive media exposure or a crisis, you should also be retaining a class action attorney. Any class action presents unique risks and has to be taken seriously. You need lawyers who can tailor a strategy to your organization and your goals. Here at Warner, we have experts at defending these kinds of cases who can leverage a deep bench of subject matter experts across multiple practice areas. If your business is facing a class action or even the risk of a class action, don't hesitate to contact your Warner attorney.